I just want to say thank you to everybody that has contributed to our foundation, and all the volunteers and all of our committees and all the children and just everybody in the community that has come together for this cause, and we're so appreciative and so grateful for all of you.
The Cullen Foundation has had a huge impact on Hope Incorporated. I think we got involved back 7 years ago. That's when the Cullen Foundation started supporting our organization. At that time, money was very tight. Some of the activities that we were able to do were limited. You know, since the foundation started supporting us, we were able to develop a sled hockey program. We have 50 kids that are involved in that. There's no way without the Cullen Foundation that we would have been able to develop a ski program. We broadened our programs. Just being associated with the Cullen Foundation has been nothing but positive for us.
There's just so many facets to what the Cullen Foundation has meant to our organization. Not just from a financial standpoint, but from a real personal standpoint, that they've put their heart and soul. They've gotten to know a lot of the kids in our program. They know them by first name. The kids just absolutely adore them. We wouldn't have our bike lending program without them. We have bikes that cost anywhere between $2,000 and $10,000. We've got beach wheelchairs. This Cullen Foundation has allowed kids in our community the chance to be free, to live life to the fullest, to experience life, get out on the beach, go skiing, play hockey, ride a bike, things that everybody else takes for granted.
When the Cullens show up for an event, the kids just light up, and so do the parents. And board members are active volunteers in our organization and have impacted kids. The caring that they have is genuine. Families and kids, they know that care is genuine.
This is our son Brody, and in July of 2009 he was diagnosed with stage 4 hepatoblastoma, which is liver cancer, and it had metastasized to his lungs. And after surgery and 14 rounds of chemotherapy, the following summer the Children's Miracle Network, Hillary Mork with the Children's Miracle Network had approached us about being part of the Cullen's Kids event in 2010, and we were really excited to, you know, meet everybody and do something fun as a result of, you know, our experience. You know, to have some fun or light at the end of the tunnel was kind of a neat thing. So when Brody first attended the event, he wasn't even 3 yet, and he was a little shy, and we went to the golf tournament event, and he got to meet all the hockey players and got all their autographs, and it was pretty neat for him. He was so shy that he wasn't really up for going around and meeting everyone, so I think it was Bridget's mom that kind of became friends with him and carried him around and introduced him to everybody on her hip. So it was just kind of a neat experience his first year, getting to know everybody and meeting all the other kids, you know, who were a part of Cullen's Kids was neat too, because we had kind of been secluded over, you know, the year of his treatment, and just getting out there and meeting other kids was really a neat situation too. This will be our 5th year attending, and every year he looks forward to seeing Matt because he's just so personable with the kids and remembers them by name, and so yeah, he just looks forward mostly to Matt.
I've had the opportunity to play in the tournament last couple of years. Like I said, we get to meet all the celebrities beforehand, and I get to go out there with Brody before the tournament and gets to get all the autographs from the players and the coaches and the celebrities. And it's kind of nice just to enjoy the day with the players and with Brody.
And that's been the coolest thing about the whole thing, has been being able to get to know some of these kids and to get a sort of behind the scenes feel for what they're going through in their daily lives, and you know, seeing the struggles that they have, but how, I guess, resilient is the word that I think of when I think about all these kids. I mean, we were at the hospital the other day, and there's a little girl that's fighting bone cancer, and she's just in the fight of her life, right? And she broke her leg rollerblading. But she's out rollerblading with her friends and showing us pictures of going to prom. And it just makes you understand how how tough this can be for these kids, but they're way tougher than any of us, and it's fun to see how they just live their lives and deal with it, and they fight their battle, but they're kids.
There's so many things about the foundation that have been positive for me, not just getting to work on it as a pro bono project through Flint Communications, but also to meet these families and the kids that we help. The Cullen family in all is just such a great family to be involved with. They're just so genuine that it's hard not to jump on that, wagon and just love what you're doing. Everybody who works with the foundation is a volunteer. We don't pay anybody. And I speak we as being one of the board members of the Cullen Children's Foundation. I was asked to be on the board about 5 years ago after I had done some work to create a logo for the foundation. It's been a positive thing ever since, and getting to know Matt and Bridget and Terry and Joe and Mark and the whole family. That's one thing that it is. It's a very family-oriented thing. The whole family, the Cullen Children's Foundation, revolves around, every brother and sister, every family member, and they all help. They're all there volunteering, and that's kind of why I love helping out.
I got started with the foundation right from the beginning. Matt and Bridget called me before we even had a foundation and asked if I'd be a part of it. I think it was in around December or January of the first year that we met. And I was so honored to be asked to be part of the board. I had known Matt and Bridget since they were in junior high and high school athletes at Moorhead High, as I was the athletic trainer at that time. And I couldn't believe that they came back and asked me to be a part of it. But I was so intrigued because I believe so much in giving back to the community and to the children, and to have Matt and Bridget want to do that and ask me to be a part of it, I just really felt the need to be a part of it, and I knew it would be a success.
When you look back at, maybe a mark we can leave forever, it's this room at the hospital, and I think that, it's kind of the culmination of everything we've done. And, all along throughout the 10 years, we've been keeping an eye on ideas that we could kind of leave a lasting mark on our community. And I think we will, just through the work that we've done and through everything that everybody has done. But this hospital room is just kind of like the icing on the cake for us, and it's the thing that we'll be able to look back on and probably be most proud of. And you think about, we asked for $1 million in a 3-year window, and it was unbelievable. Everybody just jumped right in, and it was like we had raised $1 million in a year and a half, and it was like you talk about people coming together for an unbelievable cause, and it's just like it blows you away. I mean, it's something you never think of. I think back to 10 years ago when we first started out with the idea, and it's like
Just an idea.
yeah. And so how do you just all of a sudden, here we are, $1 million to the hospital, and something that these kids will be able to play in forever. And we were at the hospital the other day, and there was a little girl. She was 4, I think. She was really sick, and it was so sad. And she was playing in this playroom and in the hospital, which was fine, but it was a small little room, and there wasn't a lot to do. And she was doing great, and it was just cool to see her doing so well, playing with what she had. And we both looked at each other just thinking, man, pretty soon she'll be able to play in this room with the coolest thing any kid could ever imagine. And there's playrooms, and there's toys, and there's anything you could ever want. And there's also quiet spaces for families to go be together and have a meal, or sit and do homework, or read a book. I mean, that's just, it's so cool. You think about her being able to play in that. It's awesome.
10 years, it seems like yesterday we were talking about this, just starting the whole program. Can't tell you how proud I am of you. I want to take a moment while I got you to talk about child life. People, maybe one of the greatest things that has ever hit medicine is child life. What a wonderful medicine that money cannot buy. So to all the child life people out there that's working with the Cully's kids, thank you. Bless you for your gift. When it comes to the sponsors and the volunteers, you can't have one without the other. Neither is more important and neither is less important. They need them both. And you guys find a great way out there to balance it all. Then I guess then to wrap it up, I'd say to Bridget, who definitely is the brains and definitely the good looks of the group. If you haven't cried yet tonight, you really should. Pat yourself on the back. You and Matt have the biggest hearts of anybody that I've ever met. I love you guys. Enjoy your evening. Thanks for letting us be a part of it.
Looking through the lens, I see you smiling there. I take a photograph. In my mind, you'll never fade. A million winding roads. Who knows where we will go today or tomorrow? Never give up, and I'll never give up on you. It's a beautiful life if you never stop dreaming. I never stop dreaming with you. It's a beautiful, beautiful life. Beautiful, beautiful life. There's choices that we make every single day. There's chances that we take, and I will always take a chance with you. A million winding roads. Who knows where we will go today or tomorrow? Never give up, and I'll never give up on you. It's a beautiful life if you never stop dreaming. I never stop dreaming with you. It's a beautiful, beautiful life. It's a beautiful, beautiful life. Like a summer breeze, you're washing over me. We're building memories, let's make them last forever. Diamonds in the sun, baby, look at it shine. You and I will shine together. Never give up, 'cause I'll never give up on you. It's a beautiful life if you never stop dreaming. I'll never stop dreaming with you. It's a beautiful life.